I've heard of infinity pools. Now we have an infinity pond. I guess this is where the rich toads go. Well, good morning. It's Friday before Labor Day here in the USA. We just dug up 4 lily pads, putting 1 in the main pond, putting 3 into Lake Timmy, and putting 1 in that little ledge pond that I just created. But rains are coming Monday. I mean, it's at least a 70% chance of rain on Monday. Here in Central Texas, there's 2 things you can count on. Rain's going to spoil your Memorial Day, and rain's going to spoil your Labor Day. I think you can just count that as fact. Anyway, skid steer is coming back this afternoon, but I've got the excavator out here. Now that I got those plants pulled, I'm going to go ahead and do some clean out on the sediment pond. It looks like it's going to be a big ooky mess. But the area where I pulled the lily pads, I'm going to go ahead and deepen that. Well, this is actually pretty interesting. Just dug a little bit of it out, and you always think of what I think is going to happen. And this is a key dam where the clay. There's a trench at the dam going down to the clay that's in the earth. So in theory, this all should be standing water. In other words, there should be water underneath everywhere. But in this case, I think this pond had glayed over, and I hear that term a lot. We'll zoom in here so we can kind of analyze this. So right there looks like the clay bottom that was in the pond originally, because they would have keyed the dam with clay and then put clay and kind of compressed it into the ground. So it's looking like we collected a foot of sediment, and but like I said, I was expecting water to be flowing through, and there is some kind of starting to weeping out over here. But the glaying, see that shiny black gook across here? I mean, that's like dead organic matter, algae and stuff like that. And I always heard that that becomes clay or becomes a gley, and it'll actually seal the pond. So I think that's what's happening here. So it's very possible that as I'm digging here, I'll end up with no more water in the pond. I've had that happen on some of these ponds that I don't line in clay. I just dig a hole, and at some point they start holding water, and I think we're just discovering why it's happening. Because like I said, I'll go in a month later and dig it out a little bit deeper, and all of a sudden, whoop, the water will just drain out of it. So I'm breaking into that natural gley layer that formed. Anyway, it's pretty interesting. Let me show you the pile of dirt so far. So we're going to have a very good harvest out of here. All right, I'm about at the halfway point. You can see the soil over there. But right here where the water enters, I was kind of mad at myself because I needed a little bit of dirt several years ago, and I just took my skid steer and kind of scooped out dirt right here, and it just ruined the overall appearance and shape of the pond. I mean, it just had a nice uniform boundary around it, and they ended up with this like sploogey thing over here. Anyway, kind of getting boxed in where I don't know where to put the dirt. I may be pretty close to being done. Anyway, some of the dirt I pulled up now, I'm going to try to fill in this area. I'm not sure if it's going to work. I'll put dirt in there and then drive the tracks over it, try to get it compacted. But there's a very good chance if we get a big rain, it's just going to push it all back into the pond. But this is kind of interesting. I forgot to tell you, this pond was built in 2018 or 2019. I know it was pre-COVID, and so we're looking at 4, 5, 6-year-old pond. And it collected. This is a sediment pond designed to capture the sediment, but like I said, if I had to guess, I'd say 12 to 18 inches is how much it has collected. I think I ought to call my neighbors and see if they want their topsoil back. Okay, so let's wrap this thing up. I went ahead and took a little dirt out of my upper sediment pond. This is right there at the paved road. This is where all the water enters. Anyway, I went ahead and scooped it out, and I used it to just redirect the overflow. You get a better picture here. So the water comes out here and it kind of turns right here, and I kind of built the dam up on the low side to kind of direct the water where it would have to go. And I'm kind of mulling over whether I want to put another pond in here, but let's go take a look at the sediment pond. It's kind of cool as you're walking up to it, you can't see that anything was done to it. And as you start getting closer, you start seeing the ditch I dug around it. So anyway, this area here, I got it filled in with soil, ran over it with the excavator both directions. We'll see after the rain if it's going to stay put or not. If we can get some grass growing on it, it should stay put. But here we go, this is as far as I got, which is a whole lot of volume that we took out of it. My only regret is my dump trailer is also in the shop, and it sure would have been nice to put the dirt straight into the dump trailer, because right now when I get the excavator back, it's going to tear this ground up trying to scoop it up. But you know, it all heals and it's all for the better. Anyway, that's where we're at. We're going to shut this video down. Y'all have a great day.